The village elders whispered tales of Rajmohini Kothi. It stood on a hill overlooking the village. Locals claimed it was haunted. They said a woman named Rajmohini once lived there. She was a renowned dancer. People said she died heartbroken when her lover left her. Rajmohini's spirit remained, they said. She wasn't a scary ghost, though. Instead of wailing and moaning, she preferred laughter and mischief. Villagers told stories of objects moving mysteriously. Lights flickered on and off. Sometimes they even heard the faint sound of anklets, like a dancer's rhythm, echoing in the night. Her name was Chitrangada, and she was lonely. She longed for company, for someone to share her laughter with. She yearned for the day the old house would come alive again. The villagers kept their distance. They left offerings of flowers and incense at the gate. No one dared to spend a night within its walls. Rajmohini Kothi remained, shrouded in mystery and local legend, waiting for its story to unfold. Arjun was a struggling stand-up comedian in the bustling city. His jokes fell flat. The crowds were unforgiving. He dreamed of making people laugh, of seeing the world erupt in joyous chaos at his punchlines. But his reality was a series of awkward silences and pitying glances.
I lived in a cramped apartment. The rent was always due. My landlord, a stern woman with a voice like a foghorn, terrified me. I survived on instant noodles and the occasional samosa I could afford from the street vendor downstairs. My life was a comedy routine, but the joke, it seemed, was on me.
One day, he received a letter. It was from a lawyer. It informed him that he had inherited a property. This property, it turned out, was none other than the infamous Rajmohini Kothi. Arjun, desperate for a change, decided to leave the city and claim his inheritance. Little did he know his life was about to become a whole lot funnier. The old house stood on a hilltop. It overlooked the village. Its once bright paint was peeling. The garden was overgrown.
I stood at the rusted gate, a strange mix of apprehension and excitement bubbling in my stomach.
He pushed open the creaking gate and walked up the weed-infested path. The house loomed over him, its windows like watchful eyes. As he reached for the tarnished brass doorknob, he heard a giggle. It was soft, melodic, and undeniably mischievous. Arjun's heart pounded in his chest. He hesitated for a moment before pushing open the heavy wooden door. The interior was dark and dusty, cobwebs hanging from every corner. The air was thick with the smell of decay and something else, something sweet and floral. He stepped inside, the echo of the giggle still ringing in his ears. He didn't know it yet, but he had just walked into a whole new world of laughter, chaos, and the supernatural. Seema was an eccentric social media influencer. She craved fame and followers. She traveled from town to town, chasing viral trends with her ever-present selfie stick and a collection of brightly colored wigs. She was a whirlwind of hashtags, filters, and carefully curated spontaneity. She heard about Rajmohini Kothi through local gossip. Seema saw an opportunity. She imagined the clicks, the likes, the shares, a live stream from a haunted mansion. It was social media gold. So, armed with her phone, a ring light, and a healthy dose of skepticism, she decided to pay the mansion and its new resident a visit.
I found Arjun in the garden, battling a particularly stubborn weed. He looked up, startled by the sudden appearance of this vision in pink.
Seema, never one to miss an opportunity, introduced herself and her mission. Arjun, still trying to wrap his head around the reality of owning a haunted mansion, found himself swept up in Seema's infectious energy. Together, they were about to embark on a hilarious journey into the heart of the supernatural.